Have you ever laid in bed, staring at the ceiling in the dark, wondering why your body feels tired but your mind just won't let go? For many people, once they pass the age of 60, this isn't just a rare night. It becomes the norm. Falling asleep turns into a challenge. Staying asleep feels impossible. And waking up? It's often met with a sense of exhaustion, as if the body had been up all night running a silent marathon no one else could see. You might have tried those little white pills with promises of deep rest, or the melatonin supplements that everyone seems to talk about these days. Perhaps even those calming teas made with lavender or chamomile. And yet, morning after morning, the feeling is the same. Groggy, heavy, like the night offered no real relief at all. Here's something that may surprise you. Hidden in your kitchen, sitting quietly in a basket or drawer, is a small, strong-smelling bulb that your grandparents probably knew more about than most doctors today. Garlic. Not the powdered kind or the fancy capsules with shiny labels, but the real, earthy, pungent garlic clove. This humble ingredient, long respected in old remedies and folk traditions, may actually hold the secret to unlocking the restful, natural sleep you've been longing for. Recent scientific studies are now catching up to what traditional healers in places like Egypt, India, and China have known for centuries. Garlic isn't just a food, it's a calming companion for the body, one that can gently ease nervous tension, support the balance of sleep-regulating chemicals in your brain, and signal your system that it's time to let go, unwind, and drift into deep, uninterrupted rest. And the most remarkable part? It doesn't involve changing your entire lifestyle, buying expensive tools, or chasing the next trend. Just a small change, a simple habit. And perhaps, in as little as a few nights, your sleep could begin to feel different, gentler, deeper, more like what it used to be before the years brought all their noise. For generations, garlic has been whispered about in kitchens and used with quiet confidence in homes across the world. Long before laboratories and white coats, our ancestors leaned on its power not only to flavor their meals, but to calm their nerves, ease their breath, and strengthen their hearts. But today, in an age where science seeks proof, garlic is no longer just folklore. Its calming effects on the body have been confirmed by modern research. At the center of garlic's gentle power lies a compound known as allicin. You've likely smelled it, the strong, unmistakable aroma released the moment you crush a fresh clove. That scent isn't just sharp, it's purposeful. Allicin doesn't only ward off bacteria and support the immune system. It also interacts delicately with the body's nervous system, helping to slow down racing thoughts, settle an anxious heart, and create a feeling of inner quiet that is so often missing at night. But the story goes deeper. Allicin plays a subtle yet profound role in improving blood circulation. When blood flows more freely, the heart works less frantically, muscles soften, breathing deepens, and in that physical ease, the mind begins to relax too. For those of us whose thoughts tend to run wild as soon as the lights go out, this is no small gift. More importantly, garlic has been shown to encourage the production of serotonin, the very neurotransmitter your brain uses to make melatonin, the natural hormone that governs your sleep-wake rhythm. Unlike quick fixes that force the body into sleep, this process is gentle, natural. It helps the body remember what it once knew how to do: rest deeply, without interruption. You don't need a pharmacy. You don't need synthetic pills. What you may need, truly, is just to reintroduce something timeless. A food that isn't just food, but nature's quiet medicine. Used in the right way and at the right time, garlic may do more for your sleep than any bottle ever has. Sometimes, the answers we're looking for don't come wrapped in plastic or prescribed in a clinic. They come from the quiet wisdom passed down through generations. One such remedy, humble and nearly forgotten, is as simple as placing a single garlic clove beneath your pillow before you sleep. It may sound too simple to be real, but many elders recall this practice not as superstition, but as something their own parents and grandparents quietly relied on during restless nights. You don't need to eat the garlic or rub it into your skin. Just peel a fresh clove, clean it gently, and tuck it inside your pillowcase or near the corner where your head naturally rests. As the night wears on and your body warms the space around you, the faint scent of garlic begins to release into the air, soft, earthy, familiar. That gentle aroma carries more than comfort. It also brings subtle signals to the brain. Allicin, the same compound we spoke of earlier, begins to work quietly through the airways. It eases your breath, soothes sinus tension, and sends a calming message through your nervous system. For those living with light snoring or mild sleep apnea, it can even bring an ease to nighttime breathing. Some have described the experience like this: you're not forced into sleep the way pills often do. Instead, you drift. Your body relaxes naturally, your mind lets go, and sleep comes without struggle. It's as if your body remembers, this is how it's supposed to feel. One clove is enough, not more. Not older cloves that have turned soft or carry a sour odor. Just a clean, fresh piece. And if your pillow is thick or layered with covers, consider placing the garlic closer to where your cheek touches the fabric. Let it work quietly, invisibly, like a friend standing guard through the night. Try it. Not with expectation, but with curiosity. Let the scent do what medicine often cannot: create a space of calm that your body recognizes and welcomes. Now here's something you may not have heard from your doctor, but your grandmother might have known all along. There's a point on the sole of your foot, right in the center, that in traditional Eastern medicine is called yongquan. It's a place of energy, of grounding, where your body quietly connects to rest. And one of the gentlest ways to activate that point is with something you already have in your kitchen: garlic. If you've ever had trouble falling asleep because your mind keeps racing, or if your body feels tense and unsettled even when you're lying still, this method might speak to you. You don't need a fancy massage or complicated tools. Just warm water, clean feet, and a few cloves of fresh garlic. Here's how it works. Begin by washing your feet in warm water, not just to clean them, but to gently open up the pores and relax the muscles. Dry them thoroughly. Then take 3 to 5 garlic cloves. Peel and crush them until they form a soft paste. Apply this paste right at the center of each sole where that quiet point lives. You can secure it using a piece of gauze or soft cloth. Now pause. Sit quietly. Let your body feel the warmth that starts to spread, not burning, but a gentle heat that seems to rise up through the legs and into the chest. Many older adults have described this sensation as grounding, like the body letting go of a burden it didn't realize it was carrying. Do this for just 10 to 20 minutes in the evening, about an hour before bed. Not every night, 2 to 4 times a week is enough. Within a few tries, some people report they stop waking up in the middle of the night. That familiar frustration of looking at the clock at 3 a.m. begins to fade. Of course, raw garlic is potent. If your skin is sensitive, it might feel too strong. Always test first and never overdo it. The goal is not discomfort, it's comfort. Start small, stay mindful, and let your body tell you what it needs. What makes this practice powerful isn't just the garlic itself, it's the message it sends to your nervous system. You are safe now. You can let go. And sometimes, that's all we need to sleep through the night like we used to when life was simpler, and the body still remembered how to rest. There's something deeply comforting about a warm drink before bed. Maybe it's the way it slows us down, telling the body, it's time to rest now. Or maybe it reminds us of childhood, those quiet nights when someone who loved us handed us a cup, tucked us in, and promised that everything would be okay by morning. That's the kind of feeling a cup of garlic milk with honey can bring back. It sounds unusual at first, doesn't it? Garlic? In milk? And yet, this old-time remedy has helped countless people settle into deep, nourishing sleep without needing pills or tricks. because it works with your body, not against it. Here's how to make it. Take 5 fresh garlic cloves, peel them, rinse them, and crush them just enough to release their oils. Gently simmer them in 1 cup of fresh milk. Let the warmth draw out the goodness from the garlic over 10 to 15 quiet minutes. Once the milk cools slightly, stir in a spoonful of raw honey. Not too much, just enough to soften the edges of the flavor and bring a sense of calm. Drink this about half an hour before bedtime, slowly, like a ritual. Let the warmth fill your chest, your belly, and finally, your mind. Why does this simple combination work so well? Garlic calms the nervous system and eases inflammation. Honey stabilizes blood sugar during the night and signals the brain that it's safe to rest. And warm milk, well, warm milk carries a kind of emotional memory of care, of routine, of gentle endings to long days. Many who try this say that after just 3 or 4 nights, something shifts. They fall asleep more easily. They stay asleep longer. They wake up lighter not just in the body but in the spirit. And if the flavor feels unfamiliar, don't give up. Start with fewer cloves. Or try soaking thin slices of garlic in cold milk for a few hours before warming it. Your palate will adjust. What matters is consistency and intention. This isn't just a drink. It's an invitation to slow down, to listen to your body, and to offer it something real, something healing. And sometimes, 1 small cup is enough to bring back the kind of sleep you thought was gone for good. Sometimes, nature takes something ordinary, and with time, patience, and the right conditions, turns it into something extraordinary. That's what happens with black garlic. It doesn't start out that way. It begins as the same garlic you've always known, but through a slow, steady fermentation process lasting nearly 3 months, it transforms. The sharpness fades. The texture softens. The flavor deepens into something sweet, earthy, and rich, almost like dried fruit with a whisper of vinegar. But what truly matters isn't just how it tastes, it's what it does. Black garlic is one of those rare gifts that offers both immediate comfort and long-term benefit. While ordinary garlic calms the nervous system, black garlic goes further. It becomes richer in antioxidants, those powerful compounds that help the body repair itself from daily stress and aging. And most importantly, it supports your body's natural rhythm by encouraging serotonin production. Remember serotonin? It's the chemical your brain needs to make melatonin, the very hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. When serotonin is balanced, melatonin flows. When melatonin flows, sleep comes easily. Not the kind of sleep that breaks apart at 3 in the morning, the kind that holds you gently through the night and lets you wake up feeling truly rested. Using black garlic isn't complicated. You don't need to cook it or mix it with anything. Just eat 2 to 4 cloves a day, 1 in the morning when you wake up, and 1 in the early evening, about half an hour before dinner. Chew slowly. Let it move through your senses. Then drink a glass of warm water to help your body absorb its goodness. If you prefer, some people soak black garlic in a small amount of white wine and take a spoonful each time. But if you're avoiding alcohol, the safest, most practical way is to simply eat it as it is pure and unaltered. Many people over the age of 60 who've added black garlic to their daily routine report not just better sleep, but easier digestion, fewer nighttime aches, and a clearer mind upon waking. It's not magic. It's nature, doing what it does best, restoring balance without force, healing gently, steadily, from the inside out. And unlike medications, it doesn't build dependency. It doesn't suppress your natural signals. It works with your body, not against it. You might think of it as a quiet helper, a reminder that aging doesn't have to mean struggling, and that small steps can bring powerful change. So if you've never tried black garlic, consider giving it a chance. And if it's already part of your routine, share your story. You never know who might be one quiet meal away from the peace they've been longing for. We've just walked through 4 simple, time-tested ways to invite restful sleep back into your life, with nothing more than what nature has already given you. No prescriptions, no side effects, just garlic, in its many forms, used with intention, care, and patience. The first method, slipping a clove beneath your pillow, asks almost nothing of you, yet speaks softly to the part of your body that remembers how to relax. The second, applying garlic to the soles of your feet, draws on the wisdom of generations, working through quiet pressure points to ease tension from within. The third, a warm cup of garlic milk and honey, wraps your senses in calm, nourishing from the inside out. And the fourth, embracing black garlic as a daily ally, offers not only better sleep, but stronger immunity, smoother digestion, and clearer mornings. You don't need to try them all at once. In fact, I encourage you to choose just one, the one that feels most natural, most manageable. Give it a few nights. Let your body feel what it feels, and don't rush the results. Healing, especially the kind that lasts, doesn't happen overnight, but it often begins with something small. Sleep isn't gone. It's just been buried under years of stress, habits, and noise. But it's still there, waiting for a signal that it's safe to return. Maybe that signal is a quiet clove under your pillow. Maybe it's a warm drink before bed, or a few moments with your feet wrapped in gentle heat. Whatever it is, let it become your nightly ritual. Let it become your way of saying to your body, "You've done enough today. Now rest." And if this message has resonated with you, if even one part of it feels familiar or worth trying, I invite you to stay connected. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video with someone who might be tossing and turning tonight, and leave a comment to let others know they're not alone in their search for peaceful sleep. Sometimes, the smallest changes bring the biggest comfort. Sometimes, a clove of garlic is more than just a spice. It's a beginning.